Welcome back, you guys. I am here working on my plans for the week of June the 8th. Once I finish that, I plan to go on to the next week because I would like to actually be 2 weeks ahead in my planning. So with my planning, I am really focusing on being systematic with my lifestyle changes and charting those so that I can see what's helping and what's not helping. So briefly, just to go over what has occurred. Um, Last semester, I was in school full time and working part time, and it was extremely stressful last semester. So although I was very successful in exceeding my goals and exceeding the expectations of school, my health started declining, and um, my heart was racing, and I started having hot flashes and extreme fatigue. And I was like, oh, well, this is just stress from school. Once I rest over the Christmas break, I'll feel better. But I didn't feel better. I actually um, started having multiple fibromyalgia flare-ups, and I went to the doctor and they ran tests. I found out that I'm in menopause and I have diabetes. So I started to try to research what to do, but in the middle of um, all this illness, it was kind of hard to function. But I researched and I found out about hormone replacement therapy, and I advocated for that. I was successful in getting that. There's still things I need to tweak in terms of making sure that the hormone levels are where they should be. Um, and although the hot flashes stopped at that time, um, I was still experiencing crashing fatigue and fibromyalgia, flare ups, and severe brain fog. So, all of that to say, I've been researching to see what type of lifestyle changes I need to make to get back to where I used to be. And I actually have a different perspective of the menopause now. Before, I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? Why am I going through this? And what I realized is that the menopause symptoms are telling me something is changing in my body that I need to pay attention to. So when I kept looking into it last night, I saw that reduced estrogen causes changes in your skin, dryness, collagen loss. Prior to the hormone replacement therapy, my skin was drying, and I was like, why is I always had soft skin. I was taking extra baths and applying extra oils and lotions, but my skin was still dry. So now I'm kind of reversing that with taking omega-3 and with the hormone replacement therapy. Also, reduced estrogen leads to bone loss and heart disease. So, to me, the symptoms that I was experiencing or I am experiencing are just telling me that my body is in a deficit of estrogen and other hormones, and I need to find balance, not just mask the symptoms. So that's where I am in my planning right now. So when I started planning, and this is not working for me anymore. Originally, when I bought it, it was just for my Hobonichi weeks, but now I've extended it, and it's not working out that great. But anyway, so let's track. I already kind of started on this. I didn't want to fill it out because I was kind of like, I feel kind of good with the changes that I've made. And I didn't want to mark this in case like that was a fluke or something, but I'm going to go ahead and mark it for today. Today, I am actually at 1.5 in terms of brain fog and fibromyalgia. So that's like really good, and I am going to graph it now. So today is 1.5. 1.5. And I slept 7 hours. So the changes that I made to my sleep was that I started taking melatonin at night and intentionally trying to rest. So that has actually worked because prior I wasn't getting any sleep. So that's really good news in terms of my graphing. This week I am on Saturday and Sunday, which is today and tomorrow, I'm doing a detox. So I'm drinking mushroom coffee, celery juice, and having apples and peanut butter for dinner. So on to June 8th plans. So what I started planning is that, of course, no sugar because of the diabetes, and being intentional with my diet is it's going to take some time to get things under control because I want to be intentional about what I'm eating and why. So the no sugar is a definite. It's for the diabetes. I'm still doing intermittent fasting. I'm going to start plant hormones daily during this week. For inflammation, what I'm going to rely on is drinking tea daily and drinking water, and trying to reach the goal of 64 ounces. So I'm kind of jotting down what I want to address in these domains. I think that I made the right decision in going back to work full-time and going to school part-time, especially with the way the economy is going. I just found out I'm going to a full-time position in something that I feel that I'm making a difference in, and that I'm going to be very successful and can add value in. So I'm glad that I was able to secure that before things get much worse. So I'm actually going to be working on this today for the week of June 8th through the 14th. But what I wanted to show you is, so on this list, I have intermittent fasting, and I actually started that the 18th of May. And I am doing the 16-8, which means that I can eat for 8 hours a day. So I'm going to continue doing that. And the plant hormones is what I was looking into. I was watching some YouTube videos, and they were talking about eating foods that have hormones in it. So I found out that's called phytoestrogens, and I started looking into it. I printed this out, and phytoestrogens are basically foods that boost your estrogen levels in your body. So I was researching, and I printed out a list of foods that I could use in my diet for this coming up week that would meet the criteria of providing estrogen to my body. So my plan is to eat every single day something that's going to provide estrogen, and then drink teas that are fighting inflammation for the fibromyalgia. So I talked to ChatGPT, and they gave me a list of foods. And again, these are plant-based nutrients that mimic the effects of estrogen in the body. And again, I got another printout of foods that I can eat that would help me with that, and then also some recipes that I could use. So I really liked the overnight oats and things like that, and the flaxseed. So I was doing more research into how I could actually eat in this way the week of June the 8th. So what I have come up with is, I wrote this down, and actually I'm going to keep this in my binder where I can actually just pull it from, and in case I need to make on the spot choices about what I'm going to eat. But basically, for the teas that I'm going to drink daily that are anti-inflammatory, I really feel like that's been helping. I researched teas that I could specifically drink to address that, and green tea, ginger tea, turmeric. So I've been drinking the chamomile and green tea, and I ordered an anti-inflammation tea that has ginger, turmeric, peppermint, black pepper. So I'll see how that goes. And then I changed my format a little bit from this week for next week because I need more room to write. But what I wanted to show you is that what I'm doing is that I am making sure that I eat something every single day that has the estrogen containing nutrients in it, and identifying what is anti-inflammatory for me in this week. So this is my new plan for what I'm going to be eating. I'm going to eat the overnight oats every day because I think that would just be a good way to break the fast, and then eat. I'm not sure, I may eat this twice in a week or whatever, but so I'm going to be a little bit more laxed about what day I'm going to eat, but I'm going to buy the ingredients so that I have it available. So that's where I am currently this week with my planning, and I hope that this gives you some information to look into the phytoestrogens, and see how you can add estrogen back into your diet intentionally. And I will continue tracking and letting you know how it's going.